Recording. Good, here we go. So, we're going to be doing first person today, so this is what I look at all day. In case you were wondering, we do have QCA over here. And some other stuff. I'm tempted to put music on, but I don't want it to make it so I can. So what is the goal today? So today I actually want to give you a tour of the hardware and go through it. My final pieces came in. We're actually going to install Linux on some of this hardware, and I'm going to do that from scratch. So let's first of all let's come on over here past my big messer. And we are actually on cable, so we're tethered today. So I hope the sound is coming in good. If we're too hot, please let me know. Sound looks like it should be okay though. So yeah, I should probably put TTS on so I can hear what you guys have to say. Actually, let me do that. Let me do Dang Chat TTS so I can hear what you guys say to me, if you say anything. So Dank Chat. Ooh, somebody's. Okay. Connected with one whole viewer. Static sound? What kind of static sound? I mean, there'd probably be some static sound, but is it loud? I mean, there's, you know. Here, let me go listen to my own. Whenever I talk, you hear static. Well, that's not good. I wonder. I don't think it's clipping. I don't know. You know what? Let's try something. Let me turn it down. Give me a sec. So it might get louder before it gets softer. How about now? That's lower. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Minus 18. Check 1 2. Minus 15. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Tell me when to stop. Does that sound okay? A little bit less static? No, still static. It might be the thing is corrupted. That might actually be a problem. It could be the cable is the same. Still the same. How about now? Check 1 2. Wow, it's even more now. How about that? Check, check, check. That should be. It actually got louder. How about that? No, that's minus 30. It could be the cable. I could have the wrong cable, but I don't think so. It's not static, it's garble. That's very weird. I think my unit might be broken. Or let me check something. I do have another one that might not be as messed up. Let me check it. I think this one is even worse. Actually, let's try it with the mic. With the mic and see what it does, huh? The lab mic. Let's try a puffball lab mic, shall we? All right, hold tight. Check. Still staticky. Hello. Still garbled. No garbled. Maybe I need to listen to it. Let me go listen. Twitch.com. So you don't get feedback. Look at my channel. I need to tune this up anyway, so. Oh my god, what the hell is that sound? That is really weird. Oh my god, what the hell is that sound? That is really weird. Oh my god, what the hell is that sound? That is very unusual. That is very, very unusual. I now think it might be the Rode mic. Give me a second here. I think the reason. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, these mics, this mic has a problem. I know that. So, imagine that's better. It's not optimal, but it's better. It's not optimal, but it's better. So this is the mic that comes with the camera itself. So this is the mic that comes. That seems kind of okay. Let's check it again. I just enough to get us through this. Let's check it again. I just enough to get us through this. Let's check it again. I just enough to get us through this. Check it again. I just enough to get us through this. Check it again. It is still staticky though, isn't it? It might be this camera actually. That would suck. That would really suck. All right, one last thing. I'm gonna try the mic. Hey, hi. I'm trying the lav mic. This may, I don't know, this might fix it. Maybe not. If it doesn't fix it, I don't know what to say. I mean, check. God damn it, that's really hot. Here, let me turn it down. Dancing. We're not going to do dancing or art right now. No. We're just going to build on the... Did you read the title ever? I get this impression that you don't. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. What is with the static? 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 What is with the static? What is with the static? Check. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Yeah, the echo's fine. I expect that echo for right now. Yeah, the echo's fine. I expect that echo for right now. Yeah, the echo's fine. I expect that echo for right now. There's like some extra static though that is weird. Static though that is weird. Static though that is weird. Static though that is. Static though that is. Static though that is. Check. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check. I guess that's good enough, huh? Check. I guess that's good enough, huh? I guess. All right, we're gonna turn the desktop off now. Let's do this. Check 1 2. There's definitely static. Where is that static coming from? It's driving me nuts. Anyway, all right, I can't screw around with this the whole time. All right, so I'll just leave it so I can monitor the sound. That's good enough for you to hear me for now. When another device is nearby, well, we are on a big old long cable. But it's not. It hasn't had that kind of static before. I bet it's grounding a grounding loop. Let me try something. Check. Check 1, check 2. It was the grounding loop. God, I'm tired of that. A grounding loop is when your USB gets... It's weird. It's definitely, I have grounding loops in both things. I have grounding loops in this, and I have grounding loop in this. I have to turn off my USB connection and reset it all the time to get rid of the static. From that day, he was gone forever. I know, it's much better now, right? I bet you it would probably be even better with the other mic, but I'm just going to stick with this for now because I feel like this is fine. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not really good either, but... A raw video. Yes. Well, in case you haven't noticed, this shit's hard. Everybody's such a critic. It's like, oh, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, I don't see you doing it. All right, so let me take the headphones off and let me turn on TTS so I can hear you. Somebody say something again. Programming is hard. Yeah. All right, so where's my TTS? Damn it. TTS isn't working either. Dank chat, you're so dank. All right, I'm going to test it myself here. I'm testing it myself. Hello. What the hell? Inspector of diameters. Settings. Chat. TTS. Did I turn TTS off? This thing is so finicky. I need to find a better app. This app is shit. It's really shit. It's shit. Like, did I say it was shit? It's very much shit. Yeah. Prefer remotes. I don't remember where it is. It is. Sometimes it does it and sometimes it doesn't. It's like it just wants to do things on its own. Yeah. Fax tools. Enable TTS. See? Enable TTS is on. It was on. I'm going to turn it on and turn it back off. I don't know, man. Dank chat, you're so fucking dank. You suck. You suck. You're shit. You're shit. The biggest shit of shit. No, nothing. Nothing.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, now it finally decides to do it. It didn't do it before. Okay, I think I might have known it. There's a bug, but I think if you click on if you click on this, I think it comes in. So now I have to listen to your annoyances. All right, this is much better though, because now I can like show you everything. Yeah, I know you don't want that. Well, you know, not everything. So good night, Road. We're not going to use you tonight. And now for the main event. Tell me if it gets too noisy or weird. So I don't have that much cable. I only got a little bit of cable. Let me clear the cable out.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if
a woodchuck could chuck wood? I don't know how much a woodchuck could chuck. So here we go. Actually have a light. Yeah, I'm prepared. See, I'm gonna blind you. Ready? All right. So. All right. So.
That looks really slick.
It does. Thank you. So welcome to Homelab finally, even if you suffer through the whole video. Maybe you can learn how I do my stuff. But all this is a part of the Homelab. And this is my mess. I'm going to clean that up later, and I'll probably do that on stream as well.
Flashbang.
But flashbang. Yes. Go easy on what you say. Remember, you're being saved for posterity.
What do you call an annoying gay man? A pain in the ass.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Because you're all are noisy. You know what? I'll take you with me. I'll take you with me over here. So that I can see what you're saying. How about that? How's that? My magnet mount. Yeah. All right. So, there's the fish, and there is the Netgear Nighthawk, and you can probably see on the back of it here. The Nighthawk, the back of the Night. We only have
Yes,
one.
I am.
We only have one cable coming out of there, and that cable goes here to this one right here. I think it is. No, it's 22. One of these, and that feeds in. So what you have to do is you have to turn off DHCP
Is DD_WRT
and
still relevant?
to this. I don't know about that if DDRT is. House tour. Well, we could do that. I have done that in the past. I can't do it right now because I'm tethered. I have another. You've never. It sounds like you haven't been here in a while. I walk through the house all the time. So anyway, so I'm just going to go through all the stuff, beginning to top to bottom. Okay, so this is where the broadband Wi-Fi signal comes in. This is only for Wi-Fi devices. Okay, this is Tux, the Linux mascot. This is my name tag from Nike when I was there. This is Fish, and this is a really shitty keyboard that I have taped on here. Why? Because, and I also have, I can't see it, but I have all the stuff behind it.
So, you need to go to the gym more. You seem out of breath from getting up.
I am pretty out of breath, yeah. Yeah. Remember, this is getting saved on YouTube, so if you say something stupid, it'll be saved forever. All right, so up here is the PDUs. We don't need this. So this top thing up here is the PDU. Actually, let me go preview. I can preview the screen from here too. That'd be probably a good idea.
Something stupid, Bohio.
Don't say something stupid. So, anyway, so these are the CyberPower PDUs. We have two of them. They're 15 amps.
Something stupid,
So they break at 15 amps. That means if any more than 15 amps of current goes through there, they stop. And they have these fun little meters to show you when it gets close to 15 amps. It has 14 total outlets, 12 in the back, all of which are filled, and 2 in the front for like some random stuff. I hope I don't ever have to use the front one. So this is just a regular Netgear Poe Switch, and the orange is because it's doing 10100 instead of gigabit on the cable that goes from here all the way around, that big white cable, and that cable goes all the way to my streaming rig. And something's up with the cable because it keeps going in and out of 10. I have to look at the cable. I probably squished it while I was doing all this. Anyway, so it's fine. I don't need it. It's plenty of bandwidth for streaming. And then I had to buy. So this is I have a patch panel, and all 24 ports are filled. 20 of them are these Mac Minis down here, and these are all Mac Minis, and they're designed so that you can pull them out and then plug in the keyboard and the mouse, which I did last night. I spent a lot of time last night doing that. You're not F. Don't say F unless you're actually F. All right, so we are back. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with that. So anyway, maybe I bumped this cable. So these are all Mac Minis. There's 20 of them now.
Why so many?
Because I had Mac Minis left over from when I ran a school. So these are all the Mac Minis that I had. I had donated them actually to a charity, and the charity didn't use them after a year. So I said, "Can I have them back if you're not going to use them?" And they said, "Yeah, sure." So they gave them back to me, and here they are.
Do those all act as servers?
These are no. Well, they do. These are going to be. So these are going to be endpoint nodes in Kubernetes. So they will. They're just gonna. I started a school. Yeah, go to SkillStack. I started my own school in 2013 called SkillStack. That's. Well, you know, I'm old. So yeah. Anyway, so these I'm super excited to say just came here. In fact, I can kind of get a close up. These are the I hate those stickers. These are the Optiplex Dells. I just got them. I haven't even imaged them. So today we will.
You mean stack and still?
No, skilstak.sh. You can probably do a command, and I think I have a thing for that. Maybe I don't. I don't remember. Anyway, so. These things are going to be the control plane. They have 256 gigabyte SSD in them, so they should have faster IOPS. It's CMDS, I'm pretty sure. and I think SkillStack is in there. SKILC. Yeah, I mean it was a thing I ran. So if you want to know that, if you haven't heard my history before, once upon a time I was disgusted with how no one's teaching coding in schools in 2013. So I quit, took my retirement money out, took a huge loss, like a 40% loss on the retirement money I took out, just because I, was penalized for using my own retirement money to start a school, cause America.
They do know.
Is there? Yeah, and so anyway, so these are Optiplex. We're going to run the control plane nodes on these. These are like kind of like PC versions of the Mini. They're a lot cheaper and they have a lot more power in them. These are the kind of computers I'm going to buy more of if I wanted to add to my cluster. I've got plenty in my cluster though. I'm not going to be adding any more. The only other thing that's going to
Really cool preschool.
yeah, well, it was like, don't get mad, get busy, right? And I mean it. So I did. I spent my own money. I mean, I literally put my money where my mouth was, and because I was fed up. I was fed up. No one was teaching it, and I was a Scoutmaster too when I was a Mormon, and all the scouts would always ask me, Mr. Rob, teach us how to code, teach us how to code, teach us stuff like that. I'm like, no one's teaching us in school, and I'm like, I can't. I have a job. Blah blah blah. Now I have a job again, so I have to just do it on SkillStack, but that's kind of what I'm doing. Anyway, so these all have Ubuntu Server on them, and they're all numbered and everything, and I'll show you how we can connect to those. But the really cool thing about this is that instead of running keystones up to like get to the HDMI, I can actually just pull it out, and I can put the monitor and the USB stick and everything in them to re-image them if I have to. So that's what's nice about having them all. Same with these. So these come out all the way. These are when we started game camps. I bought 16 MSI Tridents. These are i5s with terabyte hard drives, and what do I want to say? They have 16 gig, 8 gig of RAM, 16 gig of RAM, 8 or something like that. And they have, what's really cool about them is they actually have these VR ports. So that I can connect the monitor up top to here and connect the mices when I want to see that. So and then this down here is.
Familiar with what an MSI Trident is? I assume it's a gaming device console.
Yeah, it is. It's called according to Linus Does Tech or Linus Tech Tips, he called these particular computers the console killer because they have a beefy GPU in them. A relatively modest CPU, and they're pretty much just designed to plug into the computer and game. If by the way, people ask me all the time what computer they should get, and I tell them get a laptop that costs you $200-300 for Linux, and if you want a game, get an MSI Trident, and then use that for your gaming and put that in your backpack. You can LAN party, you can take it around, you can do whatever you want. And instead of buying a big ass tower like I have over there. That I still believe in that. I think that's a good method. So these were left over as well. The rest of them I donated or gave away or sold to people. Yeah, I think so. And then this is a refurbished HP Z640 server. It's funny. I just found out yesterday it's got a CD in it. I just saw this yesterday. I finally have a CD player again. I didn't have a CD player in my entire house until I just bought that. And so this.
Laptop gaming is a thing.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. Not if you're serious. So, anyway, besides, you're carrying around a big thing because you're going to run out of power in like 2 seconds. CD roller coaster tycoon. I know. No, it has like the Dell HP thing in it. Anyway, so this is 28 cores. 28 cores. How much RAM? 256 gigabytes of RAM. And how much is that, right? Yeah, it's got something like that. I can't remember. It's pretty good. DDR RAM. So this is designed for chopping up into virtual machines, and we'll be doing that, but not right now. So these all have Linux on them. These are all going to be Kubernetes nodes. These are going to be the 3 control plane nodes, and these 26. There's a Mac Pro behind here as well that I can't get to right now. It's kind of buried. I don't know if I'll even turn it on again. I mean, it's pretty powerful though too, and it's buried behind there. And I'll pull it out and get to it someday, but I don't. It's not a priority really, because I got all this other stuff I can still use. So then we have this is a patch panel. We only have the 7 machines here, and you can see the kind of stuff they're pulling down. And then so yeah, so I just take the keyboard and the thing, and I plug it in whenever I need it. And we need to do that tonight. So I need to put Linux on these machines, on those little Optiplexes, which just came today. They just came today. So I am going to do that with you, assuming I can reach. Assuming I can reach Ubuntu Server. Ubuntu Server, yeah. And I mean, the room's messy. I've been cleaning up my room. There's all the Raspberry Pis that would not work. I bought a special rack for the Raspberry Pis, and they suck. They're only level 2, so Raspberry Pi 2, so we're not going to be using those. So this is USB that I burned. I downloaded the Ubuntu Server image, and then I burned it onto this with a Balena etcher, with the telemetry turned off. All right, so now we're going to try to boot one of these and get it to come into here. So this is going to be a little bit hard because I'm kind of tethered. But what's that? Balena, I don't like Rufus at all. Rufus doesn't do things right all the time. It gets stuff wrong all the time. So Etchers is nicer. I'll use DD usually. All Balena is doing is using DD, honestly. So, all right. So what are we doing? We're gonna put it down so you can see my hands, I guess.
What is the room temperature?
It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's actually not that bad right now.
Just DD from terminal is better lol. Are you using a GoPro or a phone duct tape to your face?
A phone duct tape to my face? I'm using this. I'm using one of these, a Sony cam. So I have 2 of them. I have one right there, and then one that it's tied. It's in a pack. Yeah, I don't have a mirror. I'd show you. Actually, I can. You can see.
Any problems with Rufus?
Oh well, yeah. Rufus is shit. I don't like it. You can use it though. If it works for you, use it. Have extra mouse here, Mises, but you don't really need a mouse for most of this stuff that we're going to be doing. So yeah.
Are the PDUs showing amperes?
The PDUs are showing amps. Yep. Yeah, and as you can see, that's a big important thing. I don't know if you saw this. I'm not going to show you my bathroom, but you see that cable? That goes into the bathroom because I have a 20 amp circuit in the bathroom. And this room is on its own 15 amp circuit. So these 2 things are on completely different circuits in the house. I had to research that to find out because you would never put that much stuff. I mean, they're not being used right now. Right now they're all idling, so they're hardly any amps, but wattage. But when I start to do stuff on there, particularly machine learning, which I'm going to do on these guys, that's gonna throw the power. It's going to be a challenge for the power, and I actually looking forward to it. What's that? Turn the oven on? No, it's completely separate circuit. But yeah, and there's like a vacuum. So I know that like that bathroom circuit, there's only 2 things on it. That socket and the other bathroom. That's it. And they're on 20 amps. So, and we're gonna move here pretty soon.
300 watts.
What? Yeah. Well, no. I mean, we're fine. You're talking about the oven? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I did all the math. You can go look at all the math for it. I calculated all the max CPUs and everything. So strictly speaking, when I get into a house, if I want to run everything at max power, then I'm going to need to... 2.5 amps. Oh, right. Yeah, so when 2 amps, watts are amps times volts, and it's 5 volts. Yep. And so what I'm saying is that when I get into the house eventually, if I want to get into machine learning and run everything at max, the reason I like the metered is I can get away with doing things that are not pushing the power. This thing will always trip before it trips the house power. It's still bad. The power will go off and everything, but it's not going to be, like bad. So, but eventually I want to swap at least one of these out.
I was going to mention machine learning dam.
Yeah.
I am psychic.
Yeah, we're going to do machine learning on, because these have it's an old NVIDIA GPU, but they have a good GPU in them because they're gaming systems.
Power, it's a given.
Yeah. Yeah, so this...
Thinking about how much it will cost me to run this.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, I'm not running the power at maximum here. So, but if I did, right? So if I did decide to run a power at maximum and I have a garage and I can put him in the garage, or I can put him someplace where I can order new, 20 amp circuits to be put in the house, then I'm going to get a 20 amp PDU here and a 20 amp, two 20 amp PDUs here. And then I'll get, I save a spot for UPS right there, and I saved a spot on the bottom for another UPS over here. What's that? UK? You would go bankrupt? What, on the power? On the power or the purchase? You can't, look, I already didn't go bankrupt, but I already broke the bank. Are you talking about power consumption? Oh, just the electricity bill? Really? Yeah. Well, it's not using that much electricity. It's not. And it's not like I'm going to be doing Bitcoin mining or something, right? If I do machine learning, that will test the limits of power. These are 21U racks. There's Samsons that are made for audio. That's why they don't have the fancy adapters. I actually like them better because I don't have to screw around. They're not as nice. They're more sturdy though. They have really solid sides to them. They have like solid sides. So and I put them on. They got big old casters because they're designed pushed around. Oh really? For power? That's crazy. Yeah, I hope that that gets better. I really do. All right, so we're gonna plug the HDMI into this. What will now be? Do we call it Opti 1? We could call it Dell 1 or Opti 1. What do we call these things? They're Optiplex. I think we could call it Plex 1. How about that? Oh, we could call them. We could call it Plane 1, like because they're a control plane, right? So.
Use this setup for your road truck simulator, but that's just me. I like the frog on the whiteboard. Your wife is talented.
Yeah.
No way you drew this kappa.
No way. Yeah, she drew that for me. You haven't seen that one yet? Why is this HDMI not going in? Is that display port? No, that's weird. Okay, there we go. Man, that was tight. That's what she said. Okay, now I'm just gonna guess at how we're gonna boot this guy. Let me just give you a hint. Always get USB sticks that have a little LED inside of them. You'll be so happy you did. Is it usually F11 or F7? What do you think? Is it F11? I think it's F11, right?
F12 to interrupt boot.
F12? Okay. Preparing for one-time boot menu. Did you see that?
Go Team Dell.
Go Team Dell. Should we call it? What should we call it? It's preparing a boot menu, but
anything TBH.
All right, so can you see that? Legacy. All right, so legacy boot, USB storage, SSD 256 gigabytes, UEFI, Windows Boot Manager. Nope, we're gonna do this one. I think we're gonna call it plane, as in control plane. Or we could call it control. It's like a long word though. Let's call it control. We could call it main. We could call it control. I don't know. These things.
My trick for the lazy is to roll both arms on the KB. The computer is confused and asks what you want to do kappa.
Yeah. Both arms on the keyboard. The computer's confused. Alright, so we're doing if you can see down here, it's going to town, loading, it's booting off the USB stick. And I could put a capture card on the HDMI. That would kind of be cool.
Hackersman. Verbose.
I could. Yeah, so now we've got, yeah, it's just doing the normal boot up stuff. I'm trying to, it's like so small though. Ah! You know what we should do? We should change the video to view mode. Here, let me check something. Yeah. I think we can do this. We can do menu.
Hi Rob. Hi chat.
Hi. Okay, let me see. We want to see what video mode are we? HDMI.
INB 4 dogs come from the neighborhood.
Where is it?
ASMR beeps. Legitroman subscribed with Prime. They subscribed for 2 months.
Oh, thank you.
Big Rob.
I don't know where it is. Are you still there? Alright, give me a sec here. I have to find what mode we're in. Nope, that's not it. There's one that tells you what the angle is.
Party mode.
Oh, here it is. Alright, so we want... We're going to go to narrow.
Party time.
We're doing narrow. How's that? Is that better? Can you see more now?
Terraria dubstep. I like.
So that should get you more... You should be able to read more of the screen. Not without kind of...
Sorry.
Nope.
Can't see anything at all.
I know, it's like so far away. It's so tiny.
Yeah, it's fine like that.
You know what I could do? Wait. I just figured something out. Okay, watch.
Is this Anton?
No, this is... No. Anton's over here. You want to see Anton? You want to see Anton? See, now you're on the selfie stick.
Haha from Silicon Valley. Fine setup.
So, there's... Now I can do like extreme zooms. So here's the mess. And then this is the core of Anton. This is my game. That's my gaming rig. It's also MSI. And there's my mics. And there's you. There you are. And alright, so we're coming back over here. But we have a new thing we can do now. I think I can like really zoom in on you. You know what I mean? How's
I'm
that?
taking CompTIA. It's nice seeing all this equipment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, so English.
Anton is a server rack used to power the algorithm in the series Silicon Valley if you are unfamiliar with it.
Oh, I absolutely know it. Yeah, that's what I named it after. So, we're going to go change our Ethernet.
Chose French.
Choose French. No. IPv4. Automatic. No. Manual. Okay. Then we're going to do subnet 192. Whoops. Numbers lock. 192.168.0.0 /16. So this is something we talked about the other day. This is a valid subnet. A lot of people think that you used to use /24. You actually don't. And we're going to use a much larger subnet. So, and then we're going to do 192.168.1 dot, and then I have to make a decision. So these are all 3.3. These are .2. All of my VMs are .0, and the host systems.
I usually do 24 for Nmap like Nmap SS 192.168.1.1/24.
Yeah, because that's just giving you the last octet, and I want all of it. I want lots more. I want like
That's
thousands.
gonna be a lot of IPs.
Well, yeah, I need that many IPs, right? Who knows what else I might want to add later. So, I mean, 255 IPs is I've already used up half of them, right? So, 192.168, and I didn't want to use a 10 dot, and I didn't want to use a 172 because it's kind of weird. So the address is going to be, I think we're going to do dot 5 here. I'm trying to think here. I actually wrote this down somewhere. I did. I wrote it down. Let me go look it up.
So 8 is valid too.
/h is not valid. No, not for 192. 198. No. No, you can go look at it. You can look at class private here. Let me. I know this is weird because we have a camera, but we can figure this out. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to type now. It's a little bit weird, but so class private IP classes. So the reserved IP is 10 dot to that. That's class A. So that subnet is /8. This subnet is /12. And that's why this one's weird. This subnet is, see how it's 168? So this has to be a /16 or anything, let's see. Anything between 16 and 0 actually. So that, but you know, most of the time if you do /8, then it's only going to change this one. So this one would be the one that changes for /8. If you do /16, you get all of them, right? But if you wanted to subnet this out, you could do like /12 or something like that, and then you could have different subnets, and you could run 2 networks on your network at the same time over different subnets. But that's complicated. I don't need to do that. I just wanted to get more IPs. So I actually did. Let me see. I need to get a terminal up. So SSH into is Anton on right now? Anton is a VM. That other machine in there is called not Anton.
Thumbs up.
So we're gonna go fire up VMware and turn Anton on. Resume this virtual machine. Yeah, he was just suspended, so we should still be able to connect him, no problem. And he might actually move. So SSH into Anton. And tmux A to reconnect. Alright, so there's the stuff I was doing earlier. And what I was going to show you is Homelab. And I wrote some stuff in the README about the IPs. I think. Where did I put that? I don't know where I put it. There's the wattages. So this is rwxrob /homelab. I did put the IPs in here somewhere. I just can't remember. Maybe it's in the log. Yeah, there we go. So I'm using 190 for the gateway. This is for DHCP. This is for static VMs. The Macs are 2. The Tridents are 3. No, but you should be able to do it. Make sure you put it into bridged. That's the #1 reason people can't do it. You got to change your NAT to bridged. Here, I'll show you. It's the most common mistake beginners make. So go into your settings, make sure you're using VMware and not VirtualBox because it's shit. And then go into network adapter bridged. If you don't do that, it's natted and it's as if it's protected behind a firewall and you won't be able to connect. That's usually the problem. Okay, so here we go. We've got 192.168.3 for the Tridents, 4 for the HP and future VM host servers. And then what we didn't do.
Always set CSHRC prompt _alternative =1 line as I don't like looking at 2 lines.
I don't use Z shell, and mine is constructed. Mine will, if it has room, it will put it all on a single line. If it doesn't have room, it makes it into 2 lines. And but it's pretty finicky about how many the lines are. Yeah, and we did a whole day on that. There's a beginner boost day. There's like 4 hours of how to do your bash RC. If you want to see the bash RC of mine, you can go in here and go look for PS prompt, and there's the code that does it. So this is how my PS prompt is calculated. It's actually kind of fun to write your own. So it has a long and a short, and it calculates it, and then makes it. It's pretty fun. Yeah. And then it runs PS1 prompt command. This will run this function every time any prompt happens. You can put anything in there. You could have it grab the current weather if you wanted to. You could do whatever. So that's what I do there. Anyway, so I'm trying to decide. You can't SSH unless you're port forwarding from your NAT. You cannot SSH into an added VM. It's impossible unless you create a, because there's no way to tell it the IP. It's protected behind a firewall of NAT. So if you're doing that, I really want to see how you're doing it, because I don't think that's possible. Upgraded OpenSense. That was a big thing. That fixed some IPv6 problems. Finished the cabling. And what else? I'm trying to decide what to call the control planes. Anyway, I think I'm going to put the controls on 5. I could put them on 10. You can SSH to native VM from the same host. From what host? From the other side of the NATed system? Well, I know how to SSH, yeah. I don't think you can do the NAT routing. You need to show me that if that's possible, but I seriously doubt it. The whole point of NAT is it translates the NAT only works when a connection originates from inside of the NAT network. Yeah, I send on the same machine always. Only have one PC. Yes. Yeah, you could do a reverse port forward, but that's totally different. That's totally different than you just made your tunnel. That's what I have to do, by the way, at work. Like, you have to set up a tunnel like that and then SSH into it. So like, for example, if you want to SSH into a cloud securely without opening up inbound SSH access to it, you set up a tunnel or VPN or something. Anyway, so I'm trying to decide what to call these. Yeah. I'm going to use it all the time, so. How many free emote slots? I have a ton of free emote slots. Yeah. If you guys want to make emotes, that's fine, but I don't have time. And you'd have to, I don't know. We have a list of emotes at some points that we wanted to make at some point, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I would appreciate help there. I'm not gonna do it. I keep telling myself I'm gonna, but it's not worth my time. I know it's cool and all, but anyway, so I guess just 5. I don't like that it's 5 for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't. Because these minis and everything. I tell you what, if it's a controller, we'll say it's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. 10s are controllers. All right. For because it's an odd number. Control plane notes. I don't know. I just want it to be fancier. I could do 100. I could do 999. I could do 666. No, that's not a number you can use. I could do 66. How about that? Yeah, the devil. It's the devil number. That's 66. Order 66. 69 for control. 192.168.69. I like 66 better. It's more evil and less crass. I'm all for Satan. May Satan watch over my control plane nodes. I could make it 42. Oh, yeah, there we go.
42.
Yeah, there it comes. Yeah. Santa. 42. The answer to all the universe. I'll never forget it. All right. There we go. I feel happy now. Okay, back to what we were doing. I mean, that decision took a long time. It did. All right, so no 5. Hey, Matt. So we have .5. That's 42. .1. Whoopsie. Slash. The Rain Man. Right. Gateway.
What is 42?
What is 42? Have to search that. That's an Easter egg. .1.1. Name servers example. Oh, wait. I'm using IBM. I mean, I'm using the Google servers for now. I hate it, but
That's R3Os, that's a deep
it's
question.
just easy. Indeed. 8.8.4.4. I know I'm gonna get sick from me moving.
Can't remember after all these years. Lol.
Search domains, example. I'm like typing with one hand. Tab. We're gonna click on save. Static. Tab, tab, tab. Done. Proxy address, no. Mirror address, same. Use entire disk. Set up LVM. No. I don't want LVM on here because I want to use all the SSD and I don't want any funkiness. I'm going to put all 230 gig on the same root because these are control planes. So there, I'm never going to repartition it. Or you really want to do this? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Continue. Your name. RWXROB. God, I'm typing with one hand. Sorry, it's really hard. Your server's name.
Confirm destructive action.
Yes.
Save that prompt.
I don't know. So, what is the server name? I'm going to put you back over here for a second. Okay, so what did we decide? Control? Yeah. Control. It'll make me think of Janet Jackson every time, and God knows I love Janet Jackson. Control 1. This is Control. The ground control to Major Tom. Like, think of all the possibilities. Oh, I love Janet Jackson. Super secret things happening. You cannot see the super secret things. Alright, back. We are back. Install OpenSSH, yes please. Import SSH identities. This is super cool, but we're not going to do it. You can actually say yes, and it will go get your public keys from GitHub. Super cool. We're not going to install anything else. Bonne nuit, bye-bye, Jim.
That deer is scary.
Yeah, he's watching over. Yeah. Now we just wait. Here, let's see something. I can do this. See if this works. How about that? I know, this is like my posing. See, I look weird. See, I got my like backpack on today. Yeah.
Selfie stick.
Selfie stick indeed. Selfie stick. Chelsea stick. Selfie stick. So what else we got? Nothing to show you. It's like really boring. This is the part where you like just sit here and don't do anything. Maybe we like go check our mail or get a coffee. or clean up. Well, I never do that, obviously. I probably should, though. Oh, here's the brand new GoPro they gave me. They returned after I fixed the other one. I haven't even used it yet. Anybody want a GoPro? Huh. Honestly, we are just waiting. So what time is it? We can do questions and comments and stuff like that.
Yes, please. I run a lot.
You run a lot?
10 miles a day.
With your GoPro? Yeah. Well, GoPro. We need to figure that out. We need to. I.
Super clean the racks.
Oh yeah. Did you see it? You want me to go through it again? So let me scan it again now that I have a selfie stick. All right. So we have the Netgear router and a cable.
Was driving home.
We have the cable here. This is, you need, if you turn off DHCP on that, then you can just plug it right into here, and it'll just be like any other switch. Oh wait, well that was fast. Reboot now. Rebooting. Now it's going to tell me to take out my stick.
Is that an Apple keyboard? Any particular
No.
reason for using that?
Using what? For using a Mac? An Apple keyboard? This isn't an Apple keyboard. This is an Apple keyboard because they're the best keyboard on the planet. Used by the most novelists and journalists alive. Used by people who actually do things. Not everybody cares about that, but and then we're back to fish for a bit.
Disagree.
Yeah, you want something that's got like mechanical stuff, right? Because you think that's cool. They're medically unsound and
Weighted or mechanical keyboards?
yeah.
Yes.
Weighted and mechanical keyboards are fucking annoying. I hate them. I will kill you with it if you use it around me. Clickety clackety. Blah, blah, blah. Script kiddies don't use Macs. You kidding me? The world's greatest writers and journalists on the planet, the world's greatest movie writers use Mac keyboards because guess what? They actually did the science, and this is a better keyboard to type on. Yeah, if you type a lot instead of just banging it to death while you bust out your Fortnite moves.
To each their own. So much better.
Yeah, a keyboard is a very personal choice. Everybody should be able to use their own. I completely agree. I completely agree. A keyboard is a very personal choice, so I'm never going to judge you for your keyboard choice. Just don't fucking use it around me.
I'm building on a new PC and I'm focusing on making it power efficient as possible.
Dude, the streamers who like...
No RGBs. Found someone who passionately hates mechanical keyboards then.
Oh, I hate him.
Continue.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate him. I really hate him. Like, deep, abiding passion. Yes. Because they just make so much fucking noise. It's so distracting. I'm the guy who wears earplugs, though, when I do anything.
More RGB equals more performance.
Okay. Control login. Okay, so don't worry. There's nothing fancy there. Those are just host keys. There's nothing you can hack in with that. So what else? We need to log into that. Actually, no. He should be on the network. So let's go test it. So let's come over here.
I don't disagree about the noise. I hate noise too.
Yeah, I put earplugs in when I code because I hate it so much. I hate any noise. So as I said, to each his own. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people it's all nice and soothing. Other people...
Here I was thinking I was a nerd for running a dream machine, a Pi-hole, and an Ubuntu server.
Pi-hole's pretty good. A lot of people like Pi-holes. So I'm not gonna put it down. I just don't care for it. I just don't. Read only. Uh-oh. Alright, you can't see. Here, I'll put you down here. How about that? Alright, so sudo, yeah, make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. 42.
Be sudo.
Control 1. We're going to set up a core DNS server eventually. And we only have 3 of these, so I'll just be lazy. Replace with 2. Replace with 3. SSH control. Actually, let's do SSH copy ID control 1. What? There we go. Yes. What is my password? Oh no. Pretty good. There.
Boobies 123.
Boom. Boobies. No, that's not it. You've been paying attention though to other streams, of course. All right, we have 2 more to do. What time is it? Oh man, we gotta. Okay, so that was fun. Good night. We're gonna do QCA now.
Password 1.
Password 1. We're gonna do QCA now. So to my Hominid friends, signing off. Thank you for joining me for looking at the rig. So this is the end of the YouTube video. We're gonna be doing QCA now, and then I'm just gonna be setting up the other ones just like we did.